Good day everyone. My name is Joderick CRSP. I am BSCS. I will discuss about the information, physical science, skeletal muscle, and skeletal system. Physical education is the integral part of school curriculum that aims to develop the physical, mental, social, emotional, and spiritual aspects of an individuals through well-selected physical activities that will help students attain and maintain their well-balanced life. Childhood overweight and obesity. America losing the fight against childhood inactivity obesity. The childhood obesity rate has nearly tripled over the past 3 decades. Quality health and physical education can reverse this trend. Why PE is important? Physical education gives children the opportunity to be active every single day. It gives children early exposure to team sports and promotes good physical fitness. Children who participate in physical education get a workout, and they also learn the importance of exercise as a life for habit. Abilities in physical education: connective, physical, creative, social, and personal. And the school needs physical education. Educates the whole child. Physical education provides structure and discipline. Develop and enhance both physical and academic skills. Goals in physical education: include all students in activities. Improve physical, social, and cognitive skills. Promote healthy and active lifestyle. School needs physical education. Elementary school. Physical activity enhance physical skills and cognitive development. Model school or middle school. Physical activity builds self-esteem, which leads to more confidence and intellectual and physical ability. High school. Enhance social, cooperative, and connective skills. PE improve the quality of life, decrease chance of physical disabilities, enhance quality of life, increase psychological health, increase self-esteem, promotes being healthy and physically active for a lifetime. Cognitive benefits of PE: enhance student of kinesthetic intelligence. Students that participate in a daily PE perform better academically, have a better attitude towards school. PE enhance social self-expression and problem-solving skills. Develop skills, develop manipulative skills, develop fitness, decrease morbidity, disease prevention, build self-esteem, enhance ability and confidence in performing, enhance feeling as well-being and efficacy. The effective benefits of PE. Next is skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle is one of the 3 major muscle types, the other being cardiac muscle and smooth muscle. It is a form of striated muscle tissue which is under the voluntary control of the somatic nervous system. Most skeletal muscle are attached to bones by bundles, collagen, fiber, known as a neck is the structure of skeletal muscle. Neuromuscular junction, spot where the axon of a motor nerves near the muscle fiber. The axon terminal does not touch the muscle but comes close. The space between the axon and the muscle cells is called the synapse. Within the terminal end of the axon are small sacs filled with a neurotransmitter is called acetylcholine. The next structure of skeletal muscle. Microscopic anatomy. Muscle cells fibers are grouped in a highly organized way in the muscle. The membrane that surrounds the muscle cell is called the sarcolemma. Muscle cells are filled with 2 types of fine thread-like protein called myofilaments. Myosin is thick and actin is thin. Their structures slide past each other, causing the muscle cell to contract or shorten. The myofilaments are arranged in the cells in small units called sarcomeres. The next, structure of skeletal muscle. Contribution of the nervous system. Electrochemical impulse travel from the frontal lobes of the cerebrum via motor nerves to the muscle fibers and cause them to contract. Sensation is a function of the brain. Impulses are integrated in the parietal lobes of the cerebrum, conscious muscle cells, and the cerebrum unconscious. These activities promote coordinations. Next, structure of the skeletal muscle. Composed of striated muscle cells, muscle fibers are connective tissues. Most muscle attach to bones that have movable joint between them. The attachment to the bones that does not move at the action. The attachment to the bone that move in the insertion. Tendons anchor muscle firmly to bones. Tendons are made of dense fibrous connective tissue. Ligaments connect bone to bone at a joint. The last structure of skeletal muscle is bursae. Bursae is small fluid-filled sacs that lie between some tendons and the bones beneath them. They are made of connective tissue and are lined with synovial membrane that secretes synovial fluid. Function of skeletal muscle. Movement. Muscle moves bone by pulling, not pushing. Synergies. Any movement is generally accomplished by more than one muscle. All of the muscles responsible for the movement are synergies. The one that is most responsible for the movement is the prime mover. Next, function of skeletal muscle. Movement. Movement antagonists. Muscle and muscle groups usually work in a pairs. Example, the biceps. Flex your arms and partner the tricep, extend your arms. The two muscles are antagonists. Cause opposite actions. When one contracts, the other relaxes. Levators. Muscle that trace as a body part. The last part of function of skeletal muscle. Maintenance of posture or muscle tone. We are able to maintain our body position because of tonic contraction in our skeletal muscle. These contractions don't produce movement, yet hold our muscle in position. Heat production. Contraction of muscles produce most of the heat required to maintain body temperature. The three types of muscle tissue are smooth, skeletal, cardiac. The first muscle tissue is smooth muscle. Smooth muscle forms the muscle layers in the walls of the digestive tract, bladder, various ducts, arteries, and veins, and other internal organs. And the second muscle tissue is skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle is the most abundant tissue in the human body. It produces movement. Each skeletal muscle fiber and roughly cylindrical contains many nuclei and crossed by alternating light and dark bands. And the third muscle tissue is cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle, a cross between the smooth and attrited muscles, make up the heart tissue. Movement of skeletal muscle. These muscles move when the brain sends message to the muscle. Always work in pairs. To move skeletal muscles: contraction, shorten, extension, lengthen. And the last one is the skeletal system. The skeletal system is the structural framework that supports a body. It also provides protection for soft tissues and internal organs and serves as an attachment for the body's muscles and push against it apply force, resulting in movement. The 5 functions of the skeletal system. Number 1. Movement. Skeletal system provides points of attachment for our muscles. Your legs and arms are when the muscles pull on the bones. Number 2. Support. The backbone is the main support center for the upper body. It holds your head up and protects your spinal cord. And number 3. Protection. The bone of your shoulder protect your brain, your ribs, protect your lungs and heart from injury. And number 4.
makes blood. Red and white blood cells are formed by tissue called marrow, which is the center of the bone. And number 5, storage. Bones store minerals such as calcium and phosphorus for use by the body. The 4 basic bone shapes. First, long arm, legs, and fingers. Second, short wrists and ankles. Third, flat skull and sternum. And the fourth, irregular spine. The 4 classification of bone. Long bone. They found in the limbs. A long bone contains shaft and 2 extremities. Number 2, short bone. These have no shaft, but they contain a spongy substance covered by a shell of compact bone. Number 3, flat bone. Flat bone they sound strong flat plates of bone with the main function of providing protection to the body's vital organs and being base of muscular attachment. Irregular bone. These are bones in the body which do not fall into any another category due to their non-uniform shape. They primarily consist of the cancellous bone with thin outer layer of compact. The structure of bones. Bones are complex living structures that undergo growth and development. A thin-toothed outer membrane covers the bone. Beneath the outer membrane is a layer of compact bone, hard and tense but not solid. It is filled with holes and has small canals for blood, vessels, and nerves. Inside the compact bone is a layer of spongy bone. It has many small spaces, is lightweight but strong. Spongy bone is also found at the ends of bones.